episode of Hackers, Misadventures in Scale Modeling. Today we're doing Tonys. Anyways, I have three here. I do have with 1/32 Hasagawa one, but we'll do that later. I have the Oshima Tony KI-100. I like these planes. I have the 1/72 scale Tamiya, and I have the Dragon kit. So, in terms of which one I'm going to do, I'll do it this way. Seeing that the Tony II came along later, I will put that one aside for now. This came out after this, so we'll do this one first. Now, I've heard people talk about how difficult of a kit this is to build. I haven't built it. I bought it to build. It's been in my stash, and then lo and behold, Tamiya come out with one. So which one will you pick? The Tamiya, of course. But let's have a. We can always still build this one and do it in different markings. Anyways, let's have a look in the box. You have one sprue, one piece canopy, and a decal sheet. So let's see what we got going here. We'll start with the decal sheet. Let's start with the instruction sheet first. Gives you the history of the plane, of course, and then this is the old fold-out type. So let's have a look. It gives you your colors in Gunzy, which is fine. I like Gunzy. And you can always mix and match when it comes to Gunzy and Tamiya. Now, start off by assembling your cockpit, and then putting your cockpit floor and instrument panel, which it looks like it's all decals. Is it decals, or is it not? I don't see any decals on here. All right. Looks like you have to paint it. Then you put your fuselage halves together. You put your gun sight, your rest of your cowling on, and your exhaust. And it also tells you what to paint the interior of each side of the plane. You assemble the wings, and then you attach the wings and the horizontal stabilizers. Now you can make this open or closed by the looks of it. So what you would have, if you're going to have the open position, you're going to have to cut off certain pieces, glue them on there. You got the drop tank. Is there one or two on that? I thought there was two. Anyway, probably two. Yes, there's two. Assemble your landing gear. Tells you how to do it. Put the back on the cockpit. The part for the seat on the back, and the canopy. Your fuel tanks, and what you paint your propellers, and then you got two different ones. You got Chinese National Air Force, 1945, and then you have the pardon me, I'm very bad at words. And then you have this one, which is most people do. It's the scheme that people like the most. I like it. So let's have a look at the kit. Now, I have to admit, panel lines are nice. They're not trenches, and they would take weathering quite well. Got nice landing gear detail. See if I can bring this up closer so you can see the detail. Focus. There. See the nice detail? Same as on the fuselage. The fuselage has got nice detail too. Tops of the wings, which I don't understand why they did it this way, but they did. But hey, who am I to argue? But the detail's nice on this. Now, inside the cockpit, it's well detailed. Well detailed in there. Maybe it might focus if I put my hand there. See, put my hand there, it'll focus. It's got nice detail there. Even the horizontal stabilizers have nice detail. Put my hand there helps. There's the landing gear. It has nice landing gear covers, have nice detail. For what it is, the landing gear on that's okay. Detail on the floor and other parts. The seat and the cowling. Now the canopy is a one-piece canopy, unfortunately. I'm going to cut this so I can seal this back up again. And it's not distorted, but it seems to me to be a little foggy. But it seems a little foggy to me, but that could be me. I got now the decal sheet's printed in Japan, and it's flat. It's got a little discoloration in it because it's getting old. But otherwise, it's not bad. It could be usable, but if I build this one, I'm going to build it in a different paint scheme. Okay, so we throw that one down there. Now we come to the Tamiya kit. And we open it up and Tamiya. Smell the plastic. Sorry. I'm not a fanboy of Tamiya, but I have to admit they do a good product. So there we go. Let's look at the instruction sheets. Now, this one here is all in Japanese. Oh, no, English side. I'll fold it over so next time I look through the English side. Gives you the history of the aircraft. It gives you the history of the aircraft, specifications, and it talks about the Tony II. Okay, the instructions. Okay, so let's fold this up a little bit here because it's rather comprehensive. Okay, so we start off as always with the cockpit. Highly detailed cockpit, I have to admit. The detail on this is far superior than the Dragon kit. You got all the little bits and bobs and that. This would really use some of those, either a PE instrument panel. Yeah, Yahoo makes a good one. There's guys making 3D printed ones, and then there's your ever faithful Edward kits, Edward pieces. So gives you the coloring, gives you everything in Tamiya, of course, in Tamiya colors. But that's not bad. You just, if you have a Tamiya reference like I do, coloring, you can figure it out. Okay. The seat is a two-piece affair, and it goes in the back. You got a piece that goes in there, and a piece that goes in the side. Your tells you how to paint your throttle. Tells you the throttle goes there. Another piece goes there. Then you put your two fuselage halves together. Then, my friend, you put these pieces on. And then the cockpit slides in from the bottom. Nice tail wheel. Put your horizontal stabilizer on. Put your wings. Got a nice wing spar system there. Gives it strength, keeps it in the correct dial or whatever you call it. You put the wings on, and it shows you got to put the back in, then up. You put your radiator in, your exhaust. Then you put the grill system in the front and the top of the radiator system there. It tells you how it all goes together. Your landing gear system. Put it all together. Then tells you how to put that in. Nice locating points for the wheels. One piece canopy again, and your propeller, and you're all done. And then you got your paint schemes. You got that one. It's same as the Dragon kit. Everybody loves that paint scheme. And then you got this group. I might do that one with the Dragon kit. And that's that. Oh, correction sheet. By the looks of it, is it a correction sheet or is? Oh, I see what went wrong. It's an extra. It's the same aircraft, but the same. Is it the same aircraft or the same? Same guy. I'm not up on my Japanese pilots. Is it the same guy? No. This is one guy. It's the same air group, except his is plain silver, while the other guy's has camouflage on his. So that's fun. You can't, just to let you know, Hasegawa has decals for this camouflage scheme. So if you want to do this camouflage scheme, buy the decals. It'll make it much easier. Okay, so let's get on with this review. Just the thing about Tamiya. They know their modelers. They make the bags so you can get into them, and then afterwards you can seal them back up again. Okay, so let's have a look at the detail. It's like, it screams Tamiya. Look at the detail on that. The intake, the cooling trunk, the landing gear. Look at the detail. Look at the panel detail on the fuselage and the upper wings. Look at that detail. Look at the cockpit. That's light years ahead of the Dragon kit or anybody else's. Look at the cushioning. Like this would be a dream to build. I heard this thing just falls together. Unless you're an idiot like me. No, I'm sorry. Anyways, there you go. There's the side parts, the tail wheel. Where's this other parts? There was a throttle here. Oh, there it is. There's the other little bits and pieces, the throttle and that. On the inside, you got the fuselage structure on there. There's the focus, my friend. There's the landing gear covers. And then you have am I seeing things? No, I'm not seeing things. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I thought there for a minute you had two upper cone pieces, but you don't. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the seems to like my right hand better than my left hand. The detail. There's the, see if I can get it to focus now. Come on, Chunky. Come on, Charlie Tuna. Focus for me. There. Look at that detail. The gun trough. That's the grills that go in front. There's those side pieces for inside the fuselage. Awesome. Now we're down to the clear canopy. You get some, let's have a look at the canopy. Now, to me, they never disappoint me. Look at the clarity on that canopy for 1/72 scale. It's crystal clear, no distortions or anything. Let's see. Let's take this instruction sheet, put it up here, and let you have a look. Look at that. Look at how crystal clear that is. No distortions. The only sad part about it is it's such a lovely detailed cockpit. They didn't give you a two-piece canopy, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, now we look at our decal sheet. Check. Well, this one's pretty well sealed up. I'm going to have to get another Ziploc bag and put that in. I have one sitting here just for that job somewhere. Anyways. Now, these are typical Tamiya decals. Now, some people swear at them and some people swear by them. I think it just depends on the modeler. I'm willing to give these a shot. But they do look kind of thick, but eventually they will settle down. So, and now we go on to our last victim. I should say victim, but kit. That's a victim. I'm going to expose it. Anyway. Now, I'm planning on getting the fine molds version of this, but one with the bubble canopy with the cut down back. So I'm going to see if I can get one of those. But Oshima is not a bad company. I've got their KI-100 and it's a nice kit. So let's have a look. So start with the instruction sheets. Now this one's a fairly decently detailed kit. First chance I've had to actually have a good look at this. You got a nice cockpit with side details in that. Instrument panel. Oh, but it has to go in when you put the fuselage pieces together. You got top of the cowling, and you got the engine here, which look, I think there's another piece to that. You got the underside covering because you got no radiator, so it's got to go straight across underneath. Okay, there you go. You got the front and you got the back and the front of the engine, plus the gearbox, and the cowling goes on the front, the landing gears, then your canopy. Now they give you a two-piece canopy on this, so it is possible. And you got your propeller and nose cone. So there. Let's have a look at the decals. The decals look fine. I can cut this one open and reseal it, so let's do that. Because I don't think I got it. Some of these decal sheets are long, and I don't have Ziploc bags big enough. Now these are really nice. They look really nice. Look really super thin. They look really super thin. I like. Okay, so put that back in. Now, let's have a look at this. Well, seeing the canopies, they give you two canopies, but it's not bad. It's not bad. The clarity's not bad. You gotta remember, this is 1/72. Sometimes it doesn't translate. Sometimes it doesn't translate well. It's not bad. Not bad for clarity. A little distorted in the plastic, I can see that. But if you're having it open, then it shouldn't really matter. Now the fuselage has got really nice detail. Look at that nice detail. Let's see if we can get this puppy to focus. See, there we go. Look at that panel detail. That looks nice. That's going to take weathering really well. There's the inside. Now this one. Seeing it's a bigger bag, I'm going to cheat and go on this side so I can seal it back up again. And it makes taking these a lot easier. There's the underside of the aircraft. Look at that. The engine troughs, the exhaust. Is the exhaust drilled out or no? No, they're not drilled out, but that's okay. It'd be a pain in the ass trying to drill those out anyways. Look at that detail. The wings, like this is almost Tamiya quality. Like I said, Oshima does really nice work. I have their KI-151. There you go, 152, and it's a nice kit. Look at the wing and wheel well detail. Right up there with Tamiya. There's the one side. There's the landing gear doors. The engine. Propeller. There's the... Get this thing to... Focus! There. So we're on the other side. We get to see the cockpit detail. Look at the sidewall. Look at those sidewalls. Now the engine detail. Now you're not going to see the back piece. That's just for looks. The front piece, you could probably get away with a little bit of wire and some very thin copper wiring and some push rods. You could probably dress the engine up. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's got an engine for this. How many cylinders is on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cylinder. So they might have one. There's the instrument panel. Nice. See if I can get a closer shot of the cockpit detail. Look at that. So that, my friends, is our day of Tony. Okay, so having reviewed the kits out of the box, I'm going to also review their accuracy. Now, my previous video on this book, my whole intention was to use this book for doing some checking. So let's find a scale. Go back and find the scale drawings. They're here somewhere. We're going to find the radial engine, or the inline engine Tony first. So There's some fine line drawings here. We'll get to this one in a minute. There. Here's what I'm looking for. Now, I need something to hold that book open. I got something right here. Clamps always have a decent use. The way the clamps should keep the book from folding shut on me here. There. So that solves that problem. Okay, so we start with this one. Now, I had cut the center part, I had cut the center wing off, the underwing off, because it wouldn't lay flat on the drawings. So I put this on here like that. Okay, let's see if I can get a closer shot for you. Okay. There. Okay, just focus that a little better. There we go. So as you can see, it fits fairly decently on the drawings. Let's get everything lined up better here. There we go. Get leading edges lined up. It's not bad. I mean, it's a little off, but not by much. I mean, you can only get so perfect. And also, you have to remember, sometimes the line drawings themselves are not perfect. So you're gonna have to live with it being close. It's not like if the wing was like that, okay, like here, way off. It's not. The length is right, just subtle differences, that's all. Turn it around the other way, lay it flat. See? So it's not bad, and if you look at the detail, okay, you compare the detail on it, and the detail's not bad. The rivets are in the right. There's no rivets on this, so if you want to rivet it, at least you have this as a guide. The wheel wells are fine, but a little shallow, but not bad. So the fuselage, we'll get that out. Now the fuselage here, let's pick one here. Fuselage on the other side, on the other page. Let's see. Oh, fuselage is right there. So I'm going to have to move this clamp for a minute. So we'll use this side because it's got a full tail. Drag this a little more. There we go. Now as you can see, I'm going to have to move this clamp too. Oh, good idea. Tail is a little short, but generally it's not fitting too bad. I mean, this is a Dragon kit, so Dragon kits can be a little off. There. So, but it's not bad. I mean, you're not gonna get absolutely perfect on this thing. okay? You're not going to get absolutely perfect on this thing. But it's close enough. I mean, it walks the walk, it does the talk. You know, if it walks like a duck, looks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Same with the stabilizers, rear stabilizers. They seem to be okay. Let's drag this up a little further here. They seem to be okay. Not much of a problem there. They seem to be fairly correct. And if you look at the top of the wings, which I don't understand why they did it this way, but they did. If you look at the top of the wings, at least the panel lines are correct. So that's the Dragon kit. Now, get this head on the floor. The Tamiya kit should be far better. Now they got they have the reverse of the Dragon kit. So let's see. My book closed. Let's see. There. So we'll have to use the top wings on this one. Well, the bottom wings should line up with. See, now this is a better fit. This seems to be more accurate. See, even on here, it seems to be more accurate. Now, flip it over and do the. Come on, George, get over. Well, it's not a George, it's a Tony. What are you talking about? So we get these top wings. You see, look how close that is to being perfect. I mean, it is Tamiya, and they do their due diligence when it comes to making it accurate. Even the panel lines are good. As for the fuselage, which one should we use? Got to use this one because the tail, because where the tail is. So we put this on the drawings. Okay. Get this all lined up. See, it's more accurate than the Dragon kit is. There are some parts that have to go on here, but it's fairly more. It is more accurate than the Dragon kit, which is why people have been raving over this kit for its decency and accuracy. Even the cockpit's light years ahead. The stabilizers, I'm not going to bother taking them out of the bag. The horizontal stabilizers, I'm not going to bother taking them out of the bag, but Even them are more accurate. Here, I'll get this thing lined up better. Even the horizontal stabilizers are better. Now we'll go on to the Oshima kit. This time I'm flipping that over. Now the Oshima kit's a different can of worms because it's a radial engine, not an inline. So you have to go to the other drawings. And remember, this thing does not have a radiator underneath like its predecessor. So okay, stuff out of the bag again. I put everything away. So doing the accuracy of the drawings versus the airplane is the last minute idea to add to this video. So okay, up there. So we look in the book and we find our radial engine version. So where's the wings? So I'm gonna have to cut that out. It's not gonna lay flat. There. That'll make it easier. Okay. So we line the wings up with the Oshima kit, and you know what? It's not a bad fit. It's really not a bad fit. Get this thing lined up better. There. Not bad. I'm impressed. Wheel wells are not too bad in depth either. So let's get the fuselage. Now, there's two versions of this plane. There's the razorback and the bubble top. This one's a bubble top, so we'll have to use the correct fuselage here. So we put this, so we line this up as best we can. A little hard. Really, it's not bad. There. They come on, get back up there. Trying to see this and watch the screen at the same time. But it's not really bad. It's not bad for accuracy on that. As you can see, it's not bad accuracy. Now there's still you still have to put the ring on, and I think there's a part that goes under here. But overall, it's not bad. Okay, so let's check the stabilizers. And again, not bad. So these three, out of the three, two are accurate and one isn't. So the Dragon one, though, is a passable version of the Tony. The Tamiya one, of course, is always more accurate. There's the Oshima kit. It's also it's not bad for accuracy either. Now, I'm going to try to get both fine scale versions of this one. I also have 1/32 one I'm going to build eventually once I get out of this junk hole I live in and get a place where I can have an actual workshop. But anyways, that is my video review of the 1/72 scale Tonys from Dragon, Tamiya, and Oshima. And I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, every build's an adventure, so go make it awesome. And we'll catch you again later. And have a nice day.